So guys, key trades. It is July 9th and a very, very great quality day. Ended up giving one trade, was a top short, and I'm going to go over why I shorted against the buying pressure. So coming in, testimonials, I ended up passing my funded today, took the longs, and then Chris caught those shorts, and then Caesar's been on tear, passed another eval, more profit for his funded, and then, he's just absolutely killing it. But coming into my pre-market point, I said it's a clear run for buy side. I said upon the sweep, I want to look for continuation to all-time high. And I said if we see the reversal, I want to see these targets. We end up just popping and never seeing those short targets. But again, your plan is your plan. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. You have to adapt on the fly, right? So what I meant by clear run for buy side is we had previous day's high, and then we had the all-time high. Coming into the open, where were we at? We were already reaching for these points, right? We were already aggressively buying from the 1 hour. We can see that we had this 1 hour gap, never got tested, and we can see that these consolidation highs here just got ripped, right? So if we find that aggressive buying, right, we're ripping through highs, we know narrative is here and narrative is here. Because if we wanted to see reversal, we would have saw a sweep of the highs and then what? The reversal. We did not get that. So my trade, personal trade, just came from a, standard 5-minute trade. And I played those longs up with one contract, one mini, up to this high. Stop loss was just below the low. Again, why did I not put my stop here? Because I'm looking, if we want to run all-time high, we better run cleanly, efficiently that high. So I just took one mini here. That's why you saw a $500 profit for me, 25 points. And that was that. Upon that sweep, why did I like the early entry short? Usually, I would never, ever short against this buying. I would never short against all-time high. But we had an SMT. This SMT is nowhere near enough for me to just short. This SMT inverse is not enough for me. But what is enough is seeing that, okay, we have an SMT here. Right? If we zoom out higher time frame, we know we swept out all-time highs. But if we go to ES at that same time point, we can see that ES failed to sweep its all-time high. So we can see that we have a lower high, a very strong bearish SMT, lower high. And as you can see, we had a higher high here on NQ. So with an external and an internal SMT, I'm okay playing this short. Again, unfortunate the way we executed it, but we're playing the chart here. We looked very bullish, and we were playing within a 1 hour gap. So my TP was just simple, looking for the reprice back into the 15-minute. All right, we have the SMT internally, we have the SMT externally. If we just had internal SMT, I would not short that. It's too risky. But once we had the external SMT, okay, we can say, okay, if we find the inverse, we should play short. I got that inverse here. Here is your short entry. I called for a bigger stop loss here at 107s just because it's choppy. It could chop back up a little bit, but it ended up being a pretty clean delivery. That's about a 28-point trade. And then runners would have freaking ripped, but it is okay. It is what it is. And I'm happy that the member was able to catch that dub. But that is it. That is all we took. FOMC meeting minutes at 11. So we knew market was going to get choppy going into lunch, and it definitely was very choppy. Took our win, called a day, and that's it. In hindsight, yeah, we could have caught a lot bigger move, maybe scale left runners, but again, playing the charts, and that's what the charts offered. So that is our trade. But that is going to be it for July 9th. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join the Discord, we have a link in the bio. We'll be happy to have any and all new members. But until next time, guys, peace out.